I just made it into work this morning, and it was always weird making videos because you feel like you're trying to glorify yourself, but that's not the reality. The reality is that when God places something in your spirit to do, then you need to do it. For years, I've been studying things for my own recovery. I once had addictions to certain things, which led to other things, which led to other things, which led to other things, because we already know that sins are compounding. They just add layers on top of one another. And if you never identify the sin that you are involved in, then you will always find a way to fall right back into it. So you always got to find the root to the issue. That's what I always talk to my wife. I am married, man. Been married in October 22nd will be 8 years, which is the year of new beginnings. But God placed something in my spirit to could start these videos up on YouTube. And I pray that it is something that helps the people that are watching these videos, but at the same time help me accomplish the purpose that God has placed in my life. So I'm going to introduce myself, which is probably what I should have did in the first place. I'm new to this video thing, but I actually just made it into work this morning, but I got a little time before I actually had to step in. And I just want to say that when God has placed something in your spirit to do it. Because there's only two types of pain in this life. And it is the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. And regret is that moment that you can never get back. I regret a lot of moments in my life, and I cannot ever get those things back, and you can't get them back either. So you have to be able to identify those moments that you cannot retrieve back and step out on faith and do it. Whatever God has placed in your spirit, if it's just to talk to an individual that you feel something in your heart about, talk to that individual. Because you never know, you will never see that individual again. And that could be that individual's last day on this life. And you could have said something to them to turn their whole life around. There's so many people that have that regret of not speaking to that person that day before they committed suicide, that next hour, that next day, that next week. And it was a word that you could have had for that person to change their whole life around. That's why I always try to seize the moment, because you just never know when it's gonna pass you by. You'll never ever get it back. So I'm gonna start this video off with that. Seize the moment. If God places something in your spirit to do, then do it. Run with it. Because you never know when that spirit of God will come back around. Because see, God wants you to be faithful to His purposes, not that of your own. And if you are always following God's purposes, then you will never ever fail. I know I was supposed to introduce myself, but God He took control of the situation. He usurped that thing. So maybe on the next video I will introduce myself fully. But God bless you and have a wonderful, miraculous, blessed day. Love you.